And you need to realize that you don't owe people a dime, all right? You need to stop sucking up to people. You need to start choosing yourself as much as you are able to, all right? It's gone too far. What I've my from my personal experience and just what I'm seeing in society is that it's gone way too far. I am very tired of trying to just appease people so I can keep a job and get make sure that I'm liked at work. I'm so tired of going along with things in my family. Not that they're bad people, right? Like I said in my last video, people aren't bad. It's just there's people who make really bad decisions, terrible choices, and completely bulldoze over other people because these people who do that are complete narcissists, all right? And that's the whole life they're lived that way. Maybe they're raised that way. And it's really hard because I don't want to keep sucking up and pleasing these people just to keep a job, just to, you know, keep my family members smiling. Because, like I said, if you are part of my channel, um, you will know that with the second I enter the room, it's just the facts here, guys. The second I walk in the room, everyone gets all like stiff and like I'm in the spotlight now, and now everyone has like the second I walk in the room, everybody has a green light for some reason. They in their minds, they think that it's okay to just spiritually attack me and like gang up on me, and it's like I'm the fresh target. That's what I mean. Maybe it's because of my looks. Maybe it's because of they sense that spirit on me, the anointing. They sense that you know I'm not like other people, and people subconsciously, even if they could be the most unspiritual secular people on this planet, when I walk in the room, I don't know how, but they pick up on it, and then that's when the spiritual warfare starts happening. Or if you're in layman's terms, that's when, like I said, they think that there's a green light now for them to just do and say and act however they want because they're projecting their uncomfortable, they're projecting their discomfort and their insecurities on me because I walk in the room and even if I don't even look at them or say anything, my presence causes them to instantly get all defensive and, like I said, projection, insecure, um, you know, uh, they think they have rights to do things now that they wouldn't do if someone else walked in the room. All right. So, and I've said this before. Um, I don't know how much I can take anymore. I'll put it this way. I don't look how old. I'm not how old as I look. Or I look very young. I've been told that by multiple people in my life. In fact, just recently, actually, too. But if you knew my real age, y'all wouldn't believe it. Especially if I shave and I, look really clean shaven and fresh, you won't believe it how old I really am. And that also, I think, is a factor because nobody will take me seriously out here in the world of the Matrix because of my looks. I'm not the biggest guy out there. I'm not, like a lot of men out in the world are very aggressive and I'm assertive and I'm aggressive when people play with me, but I'm not aggressive. That's not my nature. And I'm not passive either. In fact, when I am assertive, that's when people get really upset with me. Like, oh, this guy, blonde dude, cares about himself. We gotta stop that because they want to keep me under. If you watch my video right before this one, I posted a video called they want you to fall. Um, you need to develop. You need to have a strong mindset to combat or something like that. You need to have a strong mindset to counter attack when people just want you to fall. And I'm pretty sure for me, it's not only has to do with my looks. That's a very big part of it, and also I think other guys out in the world they think they can take advantage of me because they're bigger and maybe they're taller or they're just they got more muscle. Like I don't have that much muscle. I have a little bit, but that's not a lot. It's nothing to brag about. So maybe guys see me like a skinny, and then they think that like, oh, they're better than me right off the bat, and they can get away with all this stuff. But the second I actually confront these people, and you know, I'm not afraid of anything. On my first few weeks of making YouTube, when I first made that channel, one of my videos I said I'm not afraid of anything because I'm not. And when I stand up to people, even if they're twice my size, I stand up to these people, and they get so angry because if they were to physically do something, they know they get arrested or they get in trouble. And they can't believe that I have that fire in me. And you know, nothing in this world is going to make my fire go out. They can they're wasting their energy, right? So, um yeah, I mean, I we keep pushing forward, right, as a collective. I personally don't know how much more I can take, but um I have to keep this strong mentality of that these entities and what's going on, it's going to pay off eventually because one day I'm not going to be around my family. I can't wait for that to happen. One day I'm not going to be in the workplace working a regular job, 9 to 5, whatever you want to call it. I can't wait for that day. Yeah, I've lost jobs before. I quit jobs, but I always end up working somewhere else again because I have stuff to pay. Like, essentials to keep me alive and my phone bill and car insurance, what have you. That stuff it's mandatory. I can't get around that. So one day I hope to be free from that. And I won't, it's not about me and it being about like being selfish and wealthy. It's actually the opposite. I just want to make enough to live off of one day where I don't even have to walk in those buildings. I don't have to, hang around my family and rely on my family for a certain level of support because it is this isn't meant to be a pity party or anything. I'm just telling you guys the facts if you resonate with it. Um, because I get on here to talk about my life pretty much and give advice, okay? So my family, one day I just hope I don't even have to be around them because I won't have to, I'm on no obligation to give them anything because like I said at the beginning, you don't owe anybody anything. I don't owe anybody anything, and people will try to make you think you do. And that's why I'm so tired of working jobs where I have to suck up to the people and have to like be all fake when I'm standing right in front of somebody and I'm thinking to myself, "Hey, sir, ma'am, or whoever I'm working with, whoever I'm talking to." In my head, I'm like, "Do you realize who is standing in front of you right now? With all humility and all due respect, you don't even know what I've been through. You don't know how the lessons I've learned. You don't know the stuff and battles I have to deal with. You don't know that I am super loyal and I'm not going to go off on a big spiel here. I'm not here to brag about myself, but I stand in front of people to paint you a picture here. I stand in front of people like at my job, for example, or workplaces or something, and they're treating me and talking to me a certain way, and I can't say it out loud because it's gonna cause even more problems. I found out, but it's like these people don't even know who is standing in front of them, and they just want me to be fake and like want everybody to just be like them, and I cannot take that. That's the part that's really, really hurting inside because I don't know how long I can do that. So if you guys are watching this video, if you work a job, I suggest you try and find a job where you're not really interacting with coworkers or that much. Because customers, it's different, right? They pay, usually they get their stuff, they pay and they leave, or they walk up to you and they want an item, you go and give it to them, they pay and they're gone unless they're regulars. But if the customers are regulars or they're coworkers, you're going to see regular customers and coworkers on reoccurring basis. All right. That's when the BS starts to happen. That's when they start to play these games. And that's when they start to get to know you. They start to play you. And there's a saying, it's called, I don't know where I heard this from, but you can look it up. It's real. It's a saying that goes, familiarity breeds contempt. Familiarity breeds contempt. Okay, that means the closer somebody gets to you, and if they're not like you, they're not genuine, they're not, they're not, they don't understand what's the spiritual realm. If they get close to you, they're going to end up hating you 100% of the time. So if I were you, I'm not trying to break anyone's friendships up or anyone's relationships up right now. But if I were you, I would really start to reevaluate the people you have in your life, your relationships, your close, whoever is very close to you, and you see them on a daily basis. Maybe, um, like I said, if they're your coworkers, that's tough because you know that's I don't know about you guys, but that's what really is hard to work through. And my energy, even though I have energy right now because of practices I'm doing, um uh I'm sure if you watch my previous videos you know what I'm talking about, but I'm doing stuff like SR and like eating really clean and everything and exercising more. I have my optimum amount of energy right now, okay, that I can get. But when I go into work, I am drained the second I just start talking to someone because it's not authentic. They are not real. And I cannot stand being in that position to meet them at their level of that degeneracy, all right? So, uh, I apologize if this video sounded harsh or if anybody got triggered watching it. Just you don't have to watch my videos anymore if that's the case because I talk about stuff on here that is it's real, it's raw. So, um, that being said, today's Wednesday, May 6th. I hope you all have a good night. Hope you guys this advice helped you, and I hope it resonated with you as well.